everyone, welcome to Chloe with Love, and today we're going to be starting with the new season of The Real Housewives of Orange County. Now, I'll admit that's not always my favorite Real Housewives show, but this year has really started off with a bang. And what I'm noticing as a theme is women with mommy issues. We all know about daddy issues and how that affects relationships, but a lot of women have mommy issues as well. And so the first scene we see is Kelly talking about how she doesn't want to turn into her mom, yet she is turning into her mom.
I don't want to be a yeller. I don't want to be like my mother. I wanted to be the antithesis of my mom, but now I am turning into my mother.
This is due to the repetition compulsion, so you have to bring a lot of awareness to prevent this from happening. Then the next scene that we see is Bronwyn. And Bronwyn has just admitted that she's an alcoholic, and it's taken a ton of bravery for her to do that.
I feel like I'm being punched in the gut. My dad had a heart attack because he drank every day. I had to tell Emily the truth because Emily was the only one that said I had a drinking problem. But I've been sober for 2 weeks and I'm not ready to tell that story yet.
And I've literally said, no way in hell will I ever die like him.
I understand exactly what you're saying.
You know exactly. Yeah.
She mentions that she and her mother have always had a complicated relationship and that she's felt betrayed by her mother many times, and also recently. So they're kind of building this case as what might be some of the foundations of the mommy issues that Bronwyn is having and how those issues are driving her to drink. Because as Bronwyn says, she has been drunk, pregnant, or nursing for the last 20 years, and she's never really been sober.
I've been pregnant, nursing, or drunk for 25 years.
I've been not drinking for many years. I don't know if I've ever been sober.
One of the tragic things about this story, but one of the really commendably honest statements that Bronwyn makes is that what she realizes is, she has like 7 or 8 kids. She has a ton of kids. Is that she's actually not a good mom. And a lot of this show and a lot of her life has been centered around being a good mom. And yet again, because of the repetition compulsion, she hasn't been able to bring a lot of awareness, and the drink compounded with the drinking, she hasn't brought a lot of awareness to her mommy issues. So as a result, she's becoming a bad mom, i.e. like her mother. Not exactly like her mother, but a bad mom like her mother was. And that she finds very tragic, and that is kind of how she hits bottom, is that she realizes what a bad mom she's being, and she wants to be sober for her kids.
I have just been not present as much as I should be the past few months.
I know. The one truth that I've always been able to hold on to is that I'm a good mom, and I'm not a good mom. One thing I wanted to be good at, I'm a failure at.
You know, the little moments when Hazel would go to the nanny instead of me. You know, like that's, I would laugh it off, like, oh, I hired a great nanny, that's great, but that hurts. That hurt.
So one of the really difficult things about becoming sober that she expresses is that now she's feeling everything. And this is a really poignant example, because a lot of what we do in life is to avoid pain. And the problem is, when you're avoiding pain, you're literally avoiding living. So we want to bring awareness to avoiding pain and be able to process pain, because the more that we avoid it, the greater power that it has. The other side of the coin is avoiding happiness, but either way, you're not in balance, right? So we want to be able to experience pain, and we want to be able to experience pleasure and not be avoiding one or the other. She's been really numbed out.
Because here I am, feeling everything.
It's true. You don't have that numbing aspect.
So it will be interesting to see in the coming episodes how Bronwyn is dealing with her sobriety. It seems like she's in a tough spot, but she's bringing a lot of courage to her situation. And she's made a commitment to stop running away and kudos to her for that. Thanks for listening.